Hello, hello. Guys, let me know if you can see and hear me. Sorry about the delay. Had some issues with some out-of-date software. Didn't realize I need to update anything. I've got a whole bunch of tails to open. We'll see how many we do. We've had this stock for a long time, obviously, but with Rosetta coming, it makes a lot of sense to get some play pieces out of this. Alright, again, if you guys can let me know, you can hear, see me in the chat. It's been a while since I opened anything Toa first. It's been a while. It's been a very long time since I opened anything Belgian print, to be fair. Where does the cold foil sit in this? I think it still is in the foil slot. We'll work it out. This is actually the set that came out when I first started playing. Hey bros. So it's actually big nostalgia for me. I have a video of me just like opening tails continuously till I hit a cold foil caution. And if you've ever seen that video or go find it, you can actually see it get dark. As I went looking. Let me zoom this in actually. There we go. We should have our Rosetta stock this time next week in exactly 7 days. So I'll put a stream up for that, and we've got, I think 250 boxes. The issue is the calling is that week. It's the first CC event ever. The Battle Hardened that weekend will be the very first CC event. That includes Rosetta cards, so we're going to be very busy. Make sure you place your orders early if you want to pick them up at the calling. We'll put up foils during the week next week. People have been asking. We don't usually put foil Majestics and cold foil legendaries up early, but super excited. Whoops. Hoping to see, what am I hoping to see? I think Spellbound Creepers are probably the biggest hit we can see. Wouldn't mind New Horizons, not bad. Altar Channel Lakes are always great, even though they're probably not super expensive at the moment. Still, I would consider them a big hit. They're extremely, extremely rare. Hey, so the cold foil is the token. I remember when people saw this when Tails came out, they were very excited because there were no generic shields in the game. That Bravo could use, but as we've learnt since, common equipment is very rarely good. or actually sees play. Everyone see the adult Aria release? Hey Draconis, I'm great. I could complain, and I might have to end the stream. I'll try and show you guys, although it won't be super visible, but there's something wrong with my hand. It won't come up on stream, although it's discolored a bit. I don't think it's broken, but it's very badly strained. So luckily these are Belgian packs and they're not crazy hard to open, so I'm feeling fine, but I don't know how this will feel after a few hours of... We will see. Actually, if anyone watching knows, what commons and rares should I keep an eye out for? Earth and Lightning, obviously, that people might want for the next set, because we have a lot of bulk for Tails, but I maybe want to sort through and keep some play pieces now that we know the entire Rosetta card pool. That's a foil. This set had a big impact on me. The art, like direction compared to the sets before this was so different. Arcanic Shockwave, yeah, that would make sense. Is that a rare? I'm guessing Lightning Presses will see play. There's the rare I missed. I imagine it won't be too long before we see an ice set. And it'd be very interesting to see. Ooh, look at that. Double Majestic. It's a foil blink. Be very interesting to see what they do with ice. Moving forward. One. Mr. O'Grady, you know it's only 2 p.m, right, mate? You're on night shift and about to go to bed. Another Terra Sunder. Cold foil. Crackjacks. Haven't thought about it, but I wonder if Caution is at all more playable with these new heroes, or is it still going to be... What's crazy is they made a new wizard Fable that seems extremely playable. I believe you're gonna see that on every wizard ever for the rest of time. It's basically pitch, gain 3 and +1 damage, and it's more than that because amp, the keyword, is really strong interaction wise with a whole bunch of wizard stuff. Curious to see if we ever get a ninja or a... I mean, I want a warrior fable. That'd be nice. Yep, amp 1 is crazy. It's you can just see it, how strong that's going to be. Definitely a card that can like turn the tide of a game. I'm not against it. I mean, I wish fables were more playable. It's just basically, I mean, it's amp, so it affects weapons. So like if all you do is pitch that and use a wizard weapon, then yeah, very, very, very strong in a late game scenario. If wizards ever get to a late game scenario. Yeah, problem with Runeblade Fables is you already have a really good one, but it's for some reason locked onto only one hero, which was always an odd decision, but we'll see. Seeing adult Aria gives you hope. Maybe they'll re-release Chain soon. I imagine Chain is coming in the next Light Shadow set. It would make a lot of sense. Necromancer Chain. But also a revamped Viscera would be cool. It would be a big shame if there's no Viz, you know, seeing there's an entire Fable specialization for him. Go exposed in foil. Blizzard bolts. Last pack. Box 2. Haven't seen a Winter's Whale in a while. Alrighty. Crazy to think back, because I remember my first impression of this set, and it wasn't because I was very new to the game. It was definitely not that this set was broken or anything, but how actually broken the power level of this set was, I should say, maybe. Is this card banned? Was it one of the banned ones? All the books are banned. I don't think it is. I'm trying to remember now, though. I guess it has a high enough cost. Cost 3 and your arsenal. So... reading in the forest. Seems like reading on a glacier maybe is legal too. You know what sucks is... Look, I'm very salty on Fab at the moment. If that comes across, it's true, it's real. When I was reading the bans, like Art of War, all the tomes, books, card draw being, you know what I mean? And them explaining... Like, it really did get to me that here I am, a Dorinthia main. Our card draw is, like, so hard to pull off. We have 2 cards that give card draw. Both of them are insanely hard to pull off. One you obviously have to hit for Supremacy to draw. And, like, to get a second card off it, you have to hit twice, which requires, like, 6 cards. And the other one is Glint, which, you know... is extremely easy to play around if you don't block. Ooh, I gotta complain more. This is what we want. We want like 10 of these and we'll be happy. Fresh cold foil with a tiny ding on the bottom though. If you guys can see that. Probably not anymore. Anyway, great hit though. Yeah, like, and then you got classes that have fucking Codex Frailty still in the deck. And yeah, for years now, playing into Kano, them drawing like triple, quadruple tome in one turn, like, you know, Aether Weave End, Findle. Yeah. Stupid. And by the way, there's still like not even close for warrior players like myself. There's nothing even close to what other classes have had and enjoyed. It does annoy me a little that like the design of the game is focused on the set at hand, but they've never like looped back. Literally in the ban announcement, or was it ban announcement? Maybe it was Brian Gottlieb saying on Twitter that like Warriors and Guardians have stuff coming. Like the amount of times I've said that now, I actually don't believe it anymore. I really don't. Like, still feels like a lot of the focus is on the current set, the draft set, its impact on CC, and it's not really just Warrior. But that's the one I feel the most very much gets left behind. Matt, it's not that good. It's like it's a red, so it takes up the slot of some other very, very strong cards. Also, the needing it to be more than double damage means it's not great on Dorinthia. I'm sure it will see play. It's just like, remember, we're talking about like card advantage cards. Yeah, no. Mind you, hopefully they'll print Dorinthia Quicksilver in CC. That would be really fun. Being able to swing. Well, on Kasai, it turns it on immediately because, you know, it's a 2. So sorry, it's a base 2. You give it 3, it's already above double. But only time will tell. I'm also not much of like a brewer, so I don't always see a card for how strong it is. I can't mind map all the interactions. The new expansion slot card is great. It does seem good. It's probably very good on like Saber's Dory, for instance. And to be fair, I'll probably put it in a Dawnblade deck. I just haven't wanted to play Dawnblade in many months. Lucky, because I would have been tilted in the Zen meta. I wouldn't have been too happy playing. That's a channel. Any of the pulses, I don't think any of them are playable this new set, are they? Oh, I guess the Earth Lightning one is. Is there an Earth Lightning one? I can't remember what they are. But if there's a playable one, hopefully we hit it in cold foil. I don't know if you guys have seen, but the Rosetta set, the new one, has Rosetta Thorn and Briar Marvels in it. Crazy decision, if you ask me, to put LL stuff in. But very cool. Again, gives you hope for maybe seeing in the ice set Oldham Marvels. It's a cool concept to have those purely collectible. I doubt their collectability. Time will tell. True, Riku, they're both, yeah. So you're right. They're not playable. You have to have both elements. I forgot. Is the coverage for... Yeah, Leximar would be sick, right? I guess they're really... That's a great hit. Foil Terrace Under. I think they're leaning into Living Legend. Not to be negative, I'm just not a fan, but hopefully people... Like, if it becomes a bigger format, this stuff is very cool. Like, being able to still get new cards or bling for that format. Honing Hood, cold foil. I mean, all the Marvel heroes look amazing, so if they're going to loop back, that's great news. Well, Riku, that used to be Blitz for most people, but they said they're going to... It seemed to have some announcements about Blitz coming up or some changes. They kind of hinted at it. See what they have in mind. Do not miss playing against this. Rico, I think, like, if I had to guess what they're going to do for Blitz is I think they're going to limit Majestics to one-ofs. I think that might be, like, something along those lines. Rather than, like, do a big ban list, why not just limit Majestics? Because I think your chances of, like, Blitz, you need to slow down that format, if anything. So if it was just one Majestic of each... It's going to be a higher variance, slower game where, like, you're rewarded for setting up. I don't know if it would work, but hey, Hara. But yeah, I would think they're going to lean that way. Or potentially something more like specializations or one-offs. That way you can't, get double blood rushed. You can't get double pounded. You can't get... double anything. It's like when you see someone's blood rush, that's the only one coming, and when it's done, you don't have to deal with it again unless they're playing Remembrance. which again in Blitz, like if you're going to play Remembrance, you're going to be blocking a lot if you want to cycle. I think that would make the format closer to Commoner without going all the way to Commoner. Yeah, Riku, so that's why I don't think they should ban them, because then also you're sort of removing the... Ooh. Cold for Winter's Whale. This used to be a mega hit. I don't know how much value it still has. But also, what's Clash, the format? Isn't that also one of Majestic's? Or is it different? Oh yeah, Riku, they could do that where you're limited in total number of Majestics. Something like 8 or 10 might make sense, but who knows? Wait. Oh, it says Elemental Guardian, but isn't this LL'd for Terra? Like, can Terra even play it? Yeah, too bad. But that is funny. That even without the frostbite, it's still a good. I mean, I can barely use my left hand. That's crazy. No, I mean 3 for 4 is a great weapon. Like, it's a break point, and you run enough blues. Oh, Steven, yeah. It would bore you. It would bore you if I explained, but I do jiu-jitsu and I heard it. And I don't remember exactly when I heard it, but I think it's my finger, and I think it's like... So what hurts is that motion hurts. I think I jarred it, but the pain is like in here. It's definitely not broken, it just... it's quite severe when I can feel it. Let me check. Okay. Oh, by the way, something I just remembered. Everyone that's lucky, like most of this is using my right hand. When I reached over to get a box with my left, I was like, oh, I can't carry it. So with this souvenir pack at Worlds, if you're not aware of that, go look it up. It looks phenomenal. Please be mindful of like buying it from someone who's promising they can get it for you. First of all, it's an easy way for people to scam, because obviously some people, nobody actually has them in hand. So like people are going to pay money without seeing the goods first. Like, obviously, you can't get a timestamp photo or something. Second, you can't get more than one per person, even though the website lets you purchase more than one. So the reason it's sold out, and I know because a bunch of my friends have bought 2, 3, 5 copies each, because it didn't force you to, like, it didn't limit you to one. But I've already checked with Japan, the TO, because I'm in contact with him, and you have to, it's basically 1 per gem ID. It doesn't matter how many you bought. And it's not like 1 per day or something. It's just 1 per person. So first of all, a whole bunch of people that are selling their 3 or 4 copies are going to have to refund. And second, there's going to be more going live, I believe. That's not a promise. I think they'll put more up. But last time this kind of thing happened, you had to be at the event to buy the extra copies. So no, you can't pick up. Yes, the 700,000 yen pack. You can't pick up more than one. If you've bought two, they're gonna cancel. That's a great hit. Although now there's a cold foil of it. Yeah, you won't be able to pick up more than one. That's what I'm saying. Also, there won't be enough for like a day 2 for you to go back on day 2 and pick more copies up. So I think they're going to look into canceling any orders that have. Yeah, they'll refund the rest. Yeah. Yeah, they will just refund them. Yeah. Also, again, I don't know. I've just let them know that that's happened. I get it, but I really dislike scalping because there's a bunch of people that would want to just keep the cards, not flip them, and it seems like a large portion of the sales have gone to people just flipping them, especially when you see people listing like multiple copies available. Like, I get it, but I don't, yeah. I don't like it. I accept it, but I don't approve. Alright, we need more spellbound creatures. Also, hopefully they... hopefully there's like alternate ways to get stuff from those packs. Either like... Ideally it's just like prize wall. That's what I'm hoping. That you can prize wall particular cards that you want. I mean, we'll find out actually. Sydney Calling is coming. I imagine there's going to be some cool stuff, Rosetta stuff there as well. Well, so the 5th anniversary packs, there's events for them, like side events for them, so it makes sense that you might be able to get them at the prize wall, but we won't know till we get there. Yeah, there's still a lot to be shown. I don't think we'll find out now till Worlds. But what excites me more about Worlds is the potential of deep blue cold foil. The potential of all the announcements for next year. I'm sure they'll show us the next set, which is whatever, February or March, which also might coincide with another invitational like they did in Queenstown. That's what excites me the most about Worlds. Yeah, late Jan makes sense. Again, that's, I think, when the invitational was. Yeah. Well, more info, like, think about it. We're probably getting half a dozen armory decks, first strike decks. You know, they may even announce, like, where the next Worlds will be. Although I think they've confirmed it's Europe. I'm trying to remember what I've seen about that. Oh, no, Asia. but I can't. They said something. I'm trying to remember now what it was. Maybe it was Pro Tour Asia. It's all muddled now. My expectation is that's Singapore. I just want an invitational again. Good excuse to go to New Zealand. Maybe I'm actually on the list this year. Also, I think James White should be in Osaka, so it's always cool to... I might have another interview with him, another chat. Try and see if we can get some spoilers in that. I haven't seen a hit in a while. You know, it'd be great if they do announce is paper packs for Japanese printing. They said it's coming, and hopefully that's sometime next year. Rick, I'm sure you'll get Battle Hardens. Callings, it seems like they're hitting every region at least once a year, so I'm sure you'll see them. I guess it depends on where in Europe. Europe's a big place, but... Foil Blizzard. Endless Winter. So what are the synergies between Oldham and Terra? Are there any at all? Like of the old card pool? Like just seeing Oakenold and Endless Winter, neither of them work. Obviously specialization, but Oakenold says Ice Fusion. Hey, ball. Hey, look at that. These are just so cool. Put that in the L pile, I guess. Rampart says Elemental. I'm trying to remember. I thought it was just Guardian, right? Foil Terra Sunder. Yeah, it was Earth Briar that was starting to get results, I think, with Earth cards at the very, very end of that cycle. Wasn't it US Nats not that long ago? Yeah, Ice was just so much stronger than Earth. So about the shape. Was Lightning Press reprinted? I remember seeing whatever it was, if it was an alt art, but I'm trying to remember if it's in the set. Hey. Alright. 2 out of 2 legendaries are good ones. Trying to avoid Crown of Seeds, as you can imagine. Although, I guess Rampart is not the worst thing to hit. But I think Creepers are still the way. So many heroes now that can play it. Foil Sigil of Suffering. Voltaire. All right, last pack of box 3. And nothing. And this is last box of case 2. Any of the Aria cards actually show Terra? They don't, do they? There were no spoilers. Cold foil common. It's a pulse. Is this still today for Tampa, or is all the coverage finished? It's done. Sweet. So a bunch of people got some Rosetta boxes to open. Was there anything left unspoiled? I don't think there was, right? Like, we've seen all the Marvels. I've seen most of it, or I can't remember, like, a complete list. Channel Mount Heroic. We need those. So does this C play? It's Earth Fusion. Fusion, put an attack. Seems pretty good. Yeah, and there's no like gold packs or anything, right? Where were the art cards coming from? Were they inside packs, or were they just inside the box? Five puzzle cards a box, but what they were inside packs, right? Not like loose in the. Okay, same slot. Cool. It's a weird choice. I'll see what it feels like actually opening it. I do like the cold foil Rosetta card because it's like great for binders. It's great for like we can put it on the outside of our pick bins for the single shop. It's cool that it's a cold foil. I just hope they go back and print copies of all of them though. Hey, Oren, yeah, Terra Sunder is going to be used in Guardian forever. Alright, last pack. Case 2. Nothing good. Okay. their own binders is cool, I guess. Though that kind of bulky product is... blossoming. Any alt art CLF? Not yet. Hope to hit, but not yet. Actually, I haven't seen a cold rainbow foil lake at all. We've got a channel mount, but that's it. It's the best hit. I think it's Spellbound Creepers. Can't imagine anything here being worth more. It's better to hit the Fable 2. Nope. I don't think Caution is worth more than a Spellbound. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot Shock Charmers. That might be the one, actually. Especially because of the arcane... What box number? This is box 9? Foil Awakening. Whoops. So if we get a Shock Charmers as well, I'll be very happy because that'll put us at 3 of the good legendaries for the set. Hello, Mango Jack. I'm great. How excited am I to see you next week? Fuck, it's next week. To be honest, I'm more excited to get a shipment of Rosetta, but you're second on the excitement tier list after that. Your dad and the beer you bring him. At least you have a dad. I'm kidding. My dad's great. Back on Dory, I haven't played in many months, so I don't know what I'm back on. Definitely won't be playing next week. I have the booth. I imagine we're going to be incredibly busy because of Rosetta singles. Like, I think we have over 100 orders already for pickup at the calling. So we have to unbox and pack all that within 4 days to get it ready. Ironside, I could find you one. Where are you based? You US based? Have you, so from the single sites you've hit up, you've tried Star City, Min Max, Magnolia. You've tried all of them. I'm missing some, but you've tried like every single vendor. Couple of cool. Have you hit up Hemel? He's sometimes even lurking in the chat. Because I've never had an issue finding them. Does anyone in the chat have a hard to find or for sale? That's US based. I mean, TCG Player is not that risky if you buy from a seller with good rep. But I imagine also a lot of the sellers would have just left Tampa, but they probably have stock that they bought and haven't put up yet. I always think that these are the same art, and seeing them right next to each other, you can see why, right? Is it even this? Is it the same artist? That'd be funny. It is the same artist. Look, Mr. Mateus. You guys can't see, but that's all right. Same artist, so that checks out. I'm not crazy. Up close, they're not the same art, or look similar, but at a glance, they do. Channel Thunderstep foil. Who, Mateus? Was he at Tampa? He usually sticks to the European events, but he might have been. Nice. Yeah, he's done a lot of art for the game. Volcor set confirmed, maybe. I mean, they got to go back, right? They got to go back and do Dromai, I'm sure. I'm not sure how many boxes. I'll definitely do another case, maybe 2. Yeah, Savage Land said it'd be good. I mean, I was hoping they would like they did the whole Dorinthia versus Rhinar little lore booklet, and then they did Heavy Hitters, which had Rhinar in it, but no follow up. So that Warrior Brute, like, oof, so close. Could have been an alt art, but it is not. Fire versus Ice would be cool. Well, Draconic versus Ice, it'll probably be. Now, wouldn't it be crazy to have a hero that can wield both? Draconic Ice Wizard. Whew. Be very cool. Wizard Illusionist Light Ice. No one will play the game if that happens. Has anyone like seriously looked into Emperor now with all the new cards, and is there enough there? Like, I feel like the amp cards might be really good on, like, I saw a couple of cards that made me think they would be good on Emperor. Blaze is real good. I'm more thinking because, like, it's a bit like the Shiana thing. Emperor gets to use so many card pools that it feels like just eventually there'll be that breaking point. Because he's Draconic, Warrior, and Wizard, and Royal, right? 4. Royal's obviously very underwhelming, but the rest are kind of... I don't have to wait. I'll ring Tog right now. Actually, let me... Hey, it would be funny. I'll ring him on stream. Let's see if he picks up. Why not annoy him? I think Tog's sleeping. Hello?
Why, hello there.
I'm live. You're on stream. Say hello.
Oh, what's good, sir?
I wanted to know, because I asked and they're like, oh, we make best to make a video about it, I'm sure. Did Emperor get really crazy good after Rosetta or not really?
Wait, I haven't even looked at Emperor.
Well, alright, there's your next video idea then. Yeah, it's alright.
Wait, what do we got, actually? Why, what are they cooking? I need in on this.
No, I was asking the question.
Let me see, hold on. I feel like he actually did, didn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, all the amp cards, including the Fable... Oh, I can't play the Fable. But the amp cards always seem nuts. I don't know.
Maybe like Overflow?
Anything zero cost red surely is crazy on Emperor, right?
Yeah, all these trailblazing aethers and such. Yeah. Like upgrading on all the surge effects.
Yeah, just make a video. I mean,
Maybe.
look up like the skirmish winning Emperor decks and then pimp them out with Rosetta cards.
Oh, any excuse to play Emp, really. Get me off of your stupid Teklovozin deck. Holy O2 drop, ruin my elo.
You just don't know how to play him. It's also not my deck. All right, well, that was it. Good to chat, buddy. Am I seeing you in Osaka?
What's that?
Are you coming to Worlds?
Or potentially.
You
have
haven't,
Sydney?
dude. I'm vending Sydney. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll say yes, Sydney then.
All right, buddy. Chat soon.
Fair. Easy peace.
There you go. Bit of a celebrity cameo. If he makes an Emperor video next. We have a cold foil. Hey, Duskblade. Never had its moment in the sun. What tier list is Reiner? I shouldn't ask him that. He still thinks Kano's S tier even after the ban, so... Could you guys hear him when I called, or did my mic cut out the... Nice. That's what I should do for my streams, is just do group calls with other people. Keep myself entertained. Man, my hand hurts. Alright. Last box of this case. So in 3 cases, we've hit 3 L's, which is very predictable. Yeah, the sigils aren't playable. I mean, I don't... Sometimes it's like one card that makes the difference. Like, you need a... If it's a combo piece or a combo enabler in Kano, in Emperor. Because it's such a fast deck, I don't think it needs like a whole bunch of... But any like 0 or 1 cost reds... But that on another note, do the new specializations make Shiana play any different? I can't even remember what specializations are in the set, but... Hey, hit gold again. Sometimes I'm just lucky, guys. Wait. Am I missing something here? Did we only hit 2 legendaries so far? Yeah, we did. This is the 3rd. Okay. I don't know why I thought we'd already hit 3 and I was like, whoa, did we just hit a 4th? But we didn't. We've done okay with the rarities though. Like the Majestics are great to see. This is all commons. She had access to rune chants because she could play Shard. But yeah. More access. But are there any wizard specializations that she could get with lessons in lava? Because that's already like a pretty good combo, I believe. Anyone started brewing for adult Ira? I always thought that deck would be busted in CC. There's no Ira specializations though, are there? Another foil blink. What does that do? Whirling Mistplay. Is it just a combo card? I don't remember the text. I think. That's a pretty good card. Maybe it gets banned. Sounds like too much card draw to me. Get rid of it. Common specialization. Nice. Is that why Ira's pretty good in commoner? Is that what you're telling me? think Ira is going to be a powerhouse in CC. As long as there's nothing like Zen quick, every turn the game goes, like Ira is so fucking, what's the word? Consistent. Yep, 2-card hand is CNC for 7 with a Kodachi to, yeah, it's dumb. I always knew it would be dumb. Plays all the D-reacts, all the 2 for 6s with on hits because they can come in for 7. And just Kodachis in general on that kind of mid-range deck is crazy. But think a KO having a very consistent access to +1s, Ira is just better because it's every second swing. Also, I think Ira is the best deck for momentum because you can nearly always chain your attacks in a way that it's very punishing to block, and if you don't block, they draw and just keep going because of the inherent ninja go again. Yeah, Ira with Shuko. Now, the interesting thing is, which this is what I understood, but maybe I'm wrong because of Blaze. I understood that if a hero wasn't printed in a set, they're not legal. Does that mean... But then Blaze was legal right away? Yeah, Ira with Needle is very good because of that. What was I asking? Yeah, is adult Ira legal straight away is what I was going to say, because when I say straight away, after Worlds, I guess. Because if that's the case, I'm sure you're going to see people playing that at Worlds in the CC portion. Maybe that's why they did it. Add some spice to the CC portion. How cool would it be if Ira... Oh, November 2nd she's legal? Okay. I was going to say, imagine someone winning Worlds with Ira. But not possible, I guess, this Worlds. Speaking of, one of the worst legendaries to hit. Has always been pretty bad, unfortunately. Who brought the Heart of Ice? Bad luck for me. Max Joyce. Terrible. I'm kidding. But I'm not. see if we... I want at least one Channel Lake alt art, and I mean Fable would be nice, but maybe Shock Charmers would be good too. Yes, Carl, we're happy with the 2 creepers. Another buckler. Yeah, Ironside, next week. So the rule is usually pre-release needs to happen first, and then we get our stock. So pre-release is this weekend, and then I believe Monday, so literally in 7 days we should have stock. And I'll be right here opening way too much of it. Hopefully my hand is healed, because that's a much longer stream. And if you're anywhere near Sydney on release, you can pick up from the call link. So we've put up our pre-orders for everything except Cold Foil Legendaries and Marvels. So if you want those, they'll be put up next week as we open them. Cold Foil Legendaries, Rainbow Majestics, and Marvels in general. But yeah, we'll open hopefully 100+ boxes next Monday. Help me open. Usually there's 4 of us. Although I have opened it myself, and it will usually take me a whole week. Just because it's not just opening, I still have to manage all the rubbish and sort. I mean, it's still fun. Usually, like release day doesn't feel like work. But there is a ton of work involved in getting it all done. It's getting it ready on time to send orders out on release is the tricky part, because it's a very large amount of cards concentrated in like a 2-day period for us to pack and ship, because we can start shipping on the Thursday, but like we usually don't get everything done that week. And this year this set, because we're actually vending the calling, we have to also find time to pack all the inventory and get it to the calling and unpack it and have your orders ready on Friday so that you can play the new cards in CC on Saturday. A bunch of foil Terror Sunders. I want to count. Have we actually hit 3? I think I'm remembering 3. Yeah. Which is a lot, really. Come to think of it. Not unhappy. I think it's one of the better valued Majestics and probably will be forever, because it's generic Guardian and is very strong, obviously. Hey, Cold for Pulse. Where are you based, Carl? Okay. Nice. I might call the stream after this box. But we'll put up a whole bunch of these singles in the next few days. Definitely before next week. So if you did need some Aria singles, I mean, we have a bunch already, but if you needed some of the rarer stuff, give me a few days. I'm skipping here. Have we hit a legendary this? We did. This case, we got the heart. Favorite from the upcoming set? I mean, that new Rosetta Thorn looks insane, doesn't it? Hopefully they do that for a whole bunch of other heroes. Marvel weapons like that are going to be super cool to have. I don't think I'm like looking for anything myself because I don't play anything in this set, but looking forward to that for sure. Could have been a Shock Charmers, but it's just the baby version. I agree it's weird, but I think maybe they're just leaning into, so maybe every set from now on is going to have LL like bling support like that, but also if you're gonna put Rosetta Thorn and Briar reprints in any set, it's got to be this one, right? So I don't know if there's another opportunity to do it. So like if they make a Draconic set and you know, they don't reprint Dromai, but you can get a Marvel version of her, it's sort of okay. It's on theme, you know. Like they did that with Icelander originally with the Marvel in Uprising. She wasn't playable in that set, but was it Uprising that she wasn't playable? What set did the Marvel Young come in? I can't remember now. Maybe I'm mixing the sets up, but either way, I don't mind the like you have expansion slot and having like an LL slot where it's 2 Marvels per set. That yeah, she was draftable in Uprising, but that's where they put her Marvel, didn't they? What am I getting mixed up? Anyway, either way. I don't mind seeing that. Like, You can think of it as if they're taking up a slot of something else, but they're not. It's just additive. It's just an extra. And to be fair, it does bring up the EV because it's not playable. Like Marvel Briar's probably never gonna hit like $400, but it will always be more than likely over $50, which is a lot of money for a cold foil anyway. In the grand scheme of things. And it like is playable, it's just not in the main format. I mean, remember guys, LL format doesn't have LL points, so it is a forever format. So technically anything you invest in for LL, if it stays supported, you shouldn't lose money on. Mr. Zhang, how you doing? Guys, I'm gonna sign off. My hand is killing me. Gonna go ice it. But I'll be back, like I said, definitely next week, this time for Rosetta. I'll put the stream preview up as soon as I... Actually, when I hang up, it's still early enough, I'll call the distributor and confirm. Yeah, it seems like they're doing the opposite though, Carl. They're definitely leaning in, right? So if they're leaning in, fair enough. The fact that they did... like, they'll probably do LL Blitz format as well at some point. Which I wouldn't mind if Blitz had no LL points, just it was balanced. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everyone that watched, commented. Please like, and I will see you soon.